It's round 9. Preview. Thursday night footy. Rio Hawthorn. This is a ripper game. What have they got? 2 losses between them? That's pretty good.
And a draw.
This is fun
This is 1v2, isn't it, Jim?
I don't know if it is because I don't know where Sydney are still on top.
It's 2v3.
2-3. So I'm taking the Dockers. I think Hawthorn, but I think the Dockers' size. Sicily sort of seemed to get himself hurt again, but he always sort of seems to do that, doesn't he? I think the Dockers at home, that's a tough proposition. They are 3.5-point favourites, and I think we're sleeping on Freo a little bit. I'm going to take the Dockers.
Yeah, I'm going to do the same. I think if that line was a little bit higher, I might be tempted to back the Hawks, but I think it's going to be a close one. But I think Freo will get up by that 2 or 3 goal margin they've managed to get up by in just about every game. So, but I think this could be the game of the year, Jim.
Could be.
Yeah. But it'll be interesting to see. This will show us where Freo are at genuinely. So I'm very excited for this one.
Hawthorn are going full 2006 Eagles and just getting addicted to stuff, but their stuff is games of the year. So that's all right. Heave-ho, both going Freo. Brisbane Lions, Carlton on Friday night. Pack her up, boys. You are done. That is a smashing at the Gabba. I would easily go 60+ here, so I'm taking Brisbane.
Can we change it to the line at halftime?
42.5 seems about fair, I reckon. So I don't think the Blues...
I'm going to take the Lions.
I feel like Carlton,
I don't think they'll be up by... Yeah, I don't think they'll be up at halftime. This could be the game. If they go out and get done by 100 points, this could be the one where they go, right, Michael, thanks, but no thanks.
So there's the famous Carlton turnaround game where they lose to GWS after leading by they put up 50 points or whatever in the first quarter and they lose that game. It's the same year, I think, the Carlton end up 8th, and I take the Squid up to the Gabba.
Didn't score in the first quarter.
Half
quarter.
10, almost the entire half. They didn't score a goal. They kicked a goal just before the end of the first half. But we're down by 10 goals. So, yes, I had a 5-year-old who's in tears next to me at the Gabba for an elimination final. This is going to be a bloodbath. Brisbane are good. Carlton are horrible. So, pack her up.
So, you said a 5-year-old next to you in tears. So, you were in tears next to your 5-year-old. Just making that clear. That's all right.
I was all. Yep. It was horrible. Absolutely. Port Adelaide Western Bulldogs is a surprisingly excellent game. This sort of rocks.
This could be the game of the year, Jim. No.
Power of 1.5-point underdogs, which is...
I hate this line. I hate it.
Because I feel like...
take the power, though.
I feel like I want to take the power as well. I don't know if the Western Bulldogs are really that great over in Adelaide Oval as well.
If it was here, I'd probably be going the Dogs, but I think because it's over there, and they were good in the showdown, as much as the Dogs were good, but like you said, if it was reversed and it was at Marvel, I'd probably give the Dogs a shot in this, but I think Port will probably be too good. That's a really weird line for Port at home, especially considering their last couple of games. Like they've taken it up to Hawthorn, they beat Geelong, and they've almost won the showdown. Like, I don't know. That's weird. Anyway, I'm going to take Port.
So if we have a look at how the Western Bulldogs have done at the Adelaide Oval in the last little bit, they beat Adelaide there early this year when they were whole. That's pretty good. They were beaten by Adelaide there last year. They were smoked by Port Adelaide there 2 years ago. Lost to Port the time before that. Lost to Port the time before that. And, yeah, you're going to go back to the prelim in 2021 where they're actually going to win over Port.
Yeah. Very odd line, but Port for me, mate.
Yeah, I'm going to go Port. We have North Melbourne, Sydney down here, which is pretty interesting. And what I am going to do is make sure I know where this is, because it is a North Melbourne home game, but...
It is at Marvel.
It is at Marvel. So 27.5. They play weird games, North, and especially against Sydney at Marvel. I'm taking North Melbourne. I think they can keep that within 5 goals. I think there's a sneaky chance that Sydney overlook them and North give themselves a really good chance of winning it, but ultimately do lose. But I will be taking the over in that game.
I am going to go Sydney because I think that there might be some trauma scars here from last week for North, and if Sydney get a little bit of a roll on in the third quarter, it could be lights out. So I'm going to go the Swans to cover.
Nice. We have GWS 44.5-point favourites against your Bomb Rays. There, Jez, 44.5. What do you reckon?
I am genuinely clouded on this one because I don't think GWS are that good.
That's kind of my...
I'm actually going to take... I'm going to take me Bombers. I think 44 is way too much. I would... If GWS's line was 27.5, I'd probably go GWS. But I reckon we can keep it within 7 goals. I think we're not that far off them. They haven't played well. They've got a whole heap of injuries. I don't know what's going on there. It's, the only thing I'm concerned about is that Jake Stringer and Jaden Laverty have a day out. But in saying that, it's only Jake Stringer. So
Jaden Laverty. I'm taking the Bombers as well because I think so. This is at NG. It sort of just feels like it will take a bit from GWS to really smoke Essendon, I reckon. So I reckon we'll go the Bombers to cover that. Then we have my beloved Suns, 17.5-point favourites over the Saints, the hated Saints. This is in the NT, which is at TIO Stadium, which is above the 27th parallel. So therefore, I'm taking the Gold Coast.
There you go. I would like that line to be a little bit lower for me to take Gold Coast. So I think they will win, but I'm going to take the Saints.
So this is TIO is Darwin.
Yep.
And it's going to be a weird one. But
I think it'll be a low-scoring game because it'll be dewy or not dewy, what's the word? Humid. And I think the humidity will probably play a big part in this. And I reckon it's going to be one of those games where there's a lot of points.
Yeah.
A lot of behinds.
So who was your pick there, St Kilda?
I'm going to take Saints to cover. Cool. I think 17.5 is a little bit high for that. I think the Suns will win, though.
It's a fun game. Really fun Saturday night game. Another really good Saturday night game is Geelong Collingwood. And because obviously it's a Geelong home game, they're playing at their traditional home ground of the MCG, which is in Melbourne.
Of course.
Which is not in Geelong. Which I do love, which is fun. Look, again, I don't get bent out of shape about these ones because Geelong Collingwood is a cracking game. I think throwing back to
80 plus, yeah, for sure.
It's going to be huge. There was a great qualifying final, I want to say. I was walking home on a Friday night from when I was working at Beat Magazine, which was in Richmond, like in the bowels of Richmond. I walked back to our place, and I think at the time it was in Carlton, walked past the G. And walking past the G when a game that big is going on and it's a final, it was
pretty cool.
Off its head. I'm like, this is unreal. Like, I just want to hang out and experience this some more.
Yeah.
But those games are awesome. The thing is, the Cats this time are 11.5-point favourites against the Flyers. And I'm going to take Geelong. I don't trust Collingwood. I just can't trust them.
I actually think this one's going to be a cracker, and I'm going to take Collingwood. I think the Cats will probably win it, but I think this could be another single-digit margin.
So they played this game the same time last year, and it was a 3-point margin. So,
yep, I'm going to take Collingwood. They've got this knack of keeping it low scoring and close, and I think they'll be able to do that against Geelong, who aren't, aside from a quarter and a half against North, who aren't in the greatest of form. They're going to have to be all guns blazing, I think, to cover that line.
Yep.
Yeah, I think the Pies.
Then Sunday afternoon, which is apparently now the traditional Melbourne Demons time slot, because I don't think they play any other time anymore. They're 43.5-point favourites against the West Coast Eagles. This is an annoying line because I feel like they could smash them. It's at the G. West Coast to the G. I don't want any bar of that, basically. Do we trust the Demons to be able to put up a big enough score?
Well, but Melbourne have been known to play down to average teams, i.e. they lost to Essendon.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Weagles to cover that. Not with a lot of confidence because I'm much like yourself. I think that this could either be a big loss or a very close game.
So they beat them 139-56 last year at the G.
Mm-hmm.
2 years ago, 112-58. Beat them over there in 05. So twice last year they beat them. I don't know. 43.5 just does feel like a bit, doesn't it? But then, do you reckon they've learned anything from the Essendon loss, Chairs?
I think they probably have. But they also lost Myercheck. So they're also battling a couple of injuries. So I think they'll be happy enough if they won by 5 goals and didn't have any injuries.
All right. I'm going to go Melbourne. I'm just going to put a bit of faith.
I've got a few up on you, so I'm going to stick with West Coast.
True.
Why not?
Then finally, Richmond, Adelaide. Richmond are 35.5-point underdogs. Over here, I don't know what that's about. I think Adelaide are way better than them. And
is that a Marvel?
I think it must be one of those random games.
Yeah, because why not?
Why wouldn't
they've really got some issues of their own creating with the fixture, haven't they? No, it's at the G. Melbourne and West Coast is at Marvel.
What are Melbourne doing playing at Marvel? That's crazy.
And we've got no Sunday night game.
So it's just 2 games early. That's so strange. The Sunday night game is...
What am I going to do on Sunday night? It's the best.
It is nothing better than like you've got bounce in between 2 games late and off you go.
Anyway.
This change... Adelaide at the G, I actually probably prefer against Richmond.
Yeah, actually, I think I'll go... I'm going to stick with the Weagles and even more so now at Marvel. But, yeah, I'm going to take Adelaide at the G. I think Richmond will be... I reckon they'll be flat when they come out because they've done all the hard work and they'll find it hard to get up against Adelaide, who, coming off a showdown, will probably be ready for a nice, big, easy win. So let's do that.
Yep. Nice one. All right. I'm going to stick with Melbourne and go with Adelaide as well. So I reckon you're now 4 or 5 picks up on me for the season because I think you picked up all 3 different ones this week. I think I clawed back 1 or 2. So it's either 4 or 5, I reckon you're up. Not bad. Awesome. Best bet for this week, though, I did. So I won Sleevo's Punters Club last week. The Brisbane Essendon over absolutely smashed. I think all purely because, as we actually talked about, purely because of the Lions. So that was good. A little bit of help from Essendon there, but they crushed it. And yours was Neil 35+. He didn't quite get there. So, yeah. Anyway.
Thought that was a sure thing, but here we are.
And here we are. So I think this week, I did have one. I can't actually remember what it was. Oh, North Sydney over as well. That was the big one I was going to go with this week. So a couple of back-to-back overs for me.
Yep.
Again,
I'm actually going to go from the same game. And I'm going to go with our mate, 20-2, Justin McInerney, to get 20-2. 20 possessions and 2 goals.
J-Mac, 2020. 20-2. There you go. He's
2-20. Either other.
Had a couple of nice moments the other day. But yeah, North Sydney over. I don't think North's defense is that great. Sydney will go hammer and tongs. I still think North can go with them though, so that'll be pretty fun.
Right. Interesting, especially under the dome.
Yeah. All right, there you go. I'll press the button.
Hell yeah.
Press the right button this week. That's good.
Nice. But that is, you didn't get it wrong once.
The round 8 wrap, all done. The round 9 preview show of Footy Unfilterated in the bag. this is a really fun round of footy. Freo Hawthorn to start off the week is really good.
Yeah,
So this should be a
I'm
cracker.
excited. What game are you going to watch Friday, Jim?
Not the Carlton game, because that'll be over at half time.
Oh, that's funny. Sorry, had to ask.
Anyway, go follow us on all the socials everywhere, etc. I'll try to get some.
Hit us with your yeah nahs, please. Don't make me beg.
Yeah, no, just hit us up in the DMs. Just go nuts. Any questions you got, smash them in the comments on YouTube as well. Make sure you're subscribed on your podcast app of choice. And, yeah, make sure you're checking out on the YouTube and subscribe to that. Put on your notifications as well. Also, go get around NBA Australia. Jim does Supercoach and NFL Australia as well. I think that's all the shows. That sounds right. Yeah. Any plugs there, Jez? See you at the gig on Saturday.
Hopefully, yes. I'm planning on being there, but yeah, just get on the socials, comment, get involved. If you want to hear, we want to hear from you, because we talk a lot about footy, and we want to know if you agree with us or you disagree with us. And we don't care if you disagree with us; we just want to hear from you. So, all opinions are right and valid here, Jim.
I like it. All right,
no slurs, no slurs. Slurs are bad.
Take it easy on the slurs, you idiots.
Jeez. Yeah, just be kind.
Speaking of which, I'm going to go see Frank Turner on Friday. His 2018 record, Be More Kind. That was a big lockdown record for me, actually. Enjoyed that. And so I'm going to go see him and the Sleeping Souls as well with Bowling for Soup. You might remember them from the hit single.
I haven't heard
1985.
that name for a long time. Yes.
They're great. So, yeah, it's going to be fun.
For Soup. Wow. Blast from the past. Awesome. Yeah. That'd be cool.
All right. So we'll catch you next week. Until then, stay off the rubbish gear. This is Footy Unfilterated. We'll catch you next time.